a general recommendation I always hate giving for weed control stuff, because if we really want to be the most exact, and if we want to start trying to have really good weed control but be able to still save on the economic side, you have to make more direct selections for things, right? So you want to know what weeds you have as a historical perspective, how bad they are, those kinds of things, before you start really giving general recommendations. If we're going to just do, kind of general, here's a rough idea, right? If we're talking the beginning of April, generally that's our main window, at least in Indiana here, where giant ragweed is becoming a problem emerger.
We have that. I mean, that's across a lot across Corn Belt, right?
Right. Horseweed, mare's tails, and that same thing. Those are like those early emergers, and so those are the ones of concern. And so you want to pick some different herbicides that are a good option there. So, on a residual front, anything that typically has like first rate in it or something like that is some of the best ones for, or the classic side of things is good for knocking out giant ragweed in most cases. There's some grasses that can be early emergers, so generally a group 15 or something still a good option. PPOs maybe, give or take, right? It kind of depends a little bit on what else you might have out there, on how needed those are, but a lot of our premixes, especially in soybeans, have those in it already too. So I think the main thing on that April date is you probably can be less concerned with trying to pick a residual that is specifically targeting water hemp or palmer, right? Because those are probably, depending on the long-term forecast, they're probably not coming until at least mid-May, 6 weeks later. And I would contest then that you want to come back somewhere in between there before you're getting to that point and have an overlapping residual, right, where you can more specifically target than a group 15 for that late water hemp and palmer coming on. So April 10th, you lay out some of those options we just talked about for like the ragweeds, horseweeds of the world, and then you come back hopefully like that second week in May or something, and you hit it with an overlap and residual of pyroxasulfone zidua or the esmetolochlors of the world, that kind of thing.